My name is Mikhail Dimitrov and I'm the founder and CEO of Swipe. Before founding Swipe, my experience was mainly in finance and investment, as I had the opportunity to structure many private and public deals. Along with that, I assisted founders of digital companies in their business development and expansion. My latest role was in the largest classifieds company called OLX Group, and there I managed the business lines of 3 markets: Bulgaria, Romania, and Portugal. The trade of second-hand smartphones in Central and Eastern Europe is mainly peer-to-peer and is constrained within classified platforms and also social media networks. As such, peer-to-peer trade is associated with fraud, with inefficiencies, with inconveniences. And that is why the penetration of second-hand smartphones in Central and Eastern Europe is fairly low, is below 5%, compared to United States, where the penetration is around 20%, and Western Europe, where it's over 15%. As a professional investment and also as experienced in digital businesses, I realized that if there is a company between the peers that can raise this trust within them, we can grow this market and actually be the very first here in the region to develop the sector. That is why I founded Swipe, and that is why Swipe is doing so great so far. Swipe solves problems in 3 main categories. First is the user's problem. Users, as of now, they don't have many opportunities to sell or trade in their old smartphones because there are no official buyback programs. Telecoms don't have buyback programs, retailers don't have buyback programs, and that is why users usually keep their old smartphones, losing money out of that. Also, they don't have a provider of trusted second-hand smartphones, and that's why they're obliged to buy brand new smartphones and pay the full price. With the players like Swipe, they have this opportunity to trade in their old device, to return some of the money and invest into a new device, and if they choose, they can buy a second-hand device or refurbished device that is trusted with warranty at much lower price. The second category of problems we solve is the ecological problem. The problems that are very valid right now and in the agenda of institutions, companies, and users is how to minimize the negative effect on climate change. With Swipe, we actually boost the circular economy and actually minimize the excessive overproduction of electronics. And this is actually a very important topic, important to companies that are looking to increase their ESG score, important to institutions and governments looking to fund such companies like ours. The third problem that we solve is the industry problem. Players like telecoms, like retailers, they're looking for providers to start offering buyback programs because they see buyback programs as an opportunity to increase their RPU, average revenue per user, and also to increase the loyalty of their users. With players like us, like Swipe, we can be such trusted partner and provide buyback programs so users of clients of telecoms, of retailers can take advantage of such a service. Basically, the global market or the global penetration of second-hand or refurbished smartphone markets is around 15% globally. And it's about $61 billion as of today, and it's been growing by 15% CAGR. In Central and Eastern Europe, if we extrapolate this penetration, actually see the population and the penetration of smartphones, which is around 85%, the potential market size of the markets we're targeting right now is around $5 billion. And that is a huge market, and actually there are not so many players there. So we have the opportunity to be pioneers in such a big market and take a huge chunk out of it. Our major competitors are basically the classifieds networks, platforms, and the social media networks. But we have many advantages over them. We actually instill trust within the users, and that is why we have a huge opportunity to buy the huge chunk of this market. But also there are other players, online and offline, they provide the service to users to sell their smartphones directly and buy second-hand smartphones. However, we have many competitive advantages over them. First of all, we're independent company. We're not associated with any other big player. We're not associated with a strategic owner of the company, controlling the company, and so on. And that is why we are preferred partner to telcos, to retailers, to web shops, because they don't perceive us as their direct competitor, because they still sell brand new electronics or smartphones, and we don't. And that's why they prefer to partner with us rather than with other players having such strategic partners. On top of that, our value propositions to users is amazing. We actually offer very fast service, and that's why we receive a very high customer satisfaction so far. But regardless of all that, we share competition because the sector is at very early stage of development, and more players joining it, bigger the sector will become, and actually the players in it as well. So that is why we're not afraid of competition, and we believe that being pioneers in this market right now and actually having very good service will help us to continue to be the leaders in the sector. Behind Swipe stands a group of investors and advisors with impeccable reputation. They actually, all of them are shareholders in the company and joined the company at the last investment round last year. Such investors are Ogi Popov, who is the founder of Brochura.bg, that was acquired by the Offerist Group, a huge German company. Also George Brashnarov, who is the founder of Nevecheck Bulgaria, a leading IT company and provider. Denis Gorbunov and Peter Baron, who are the executives behind TBI Bank, and many, many others. And actually all these people help us open new business opportunities and doors on a daily basis, and they're very pivotal for the continued success of the company. Our last investment round was last year in September 2022, and it was simply for 485,000 euro. And as of today, we have around 35 to 40% still in liquid inventory and available cash, and which proves that we have a strong business case, because during this period the revenue of the company has grown by over 15 times for less than 1 year, and we still have available liquidity. However, our next phase is to go international. Our next phase is to start closing partnerships and grow much faster than currently. And that is why we need another round of investment. For short than 1 year, we have accomplished a lot. First of all, we launched our own platform that we've been improving on a daily basis. And this platform allows us to manage our inventory at every stage of the process, from collection through refurbishment to placing the inventory back to market and marketing it. Also, our platform gives us an opportunity to analyze every aspect of the business and provides us with data that makes us very efficient along every step. And a proof of that is that we increased our gross margins by 6 times using the data out of our platform. So our platform is very, very important and the backbone of our business. The second important achievement is launching our internal refurbishment center. Basically, for simply 6 months, we managed to structure internal refurbishment operations, hire technicians, and run the whole process internally. That also helped us improve our margins and actually gives us an opportunity to realize economies of scale later on, because the bigger the size is, more savings we can realize, and actually that is a great opportunity along the way. But most importantly, for less than 1 year, we proved to be a very, very important player in the market because we signed contracts with the largest retailers, electronic retailers in Bulgaria. We are also exploring opportunity to become exclusive buyback partner to one of the telecoms in Bulgaria. Also, we have agreements with big web shops and all these players with very long history, with big businesses, trusted us, and we are on the right path right now to execute such programs and open up even more supply of inventory down the road. Our plan going forward is basically very ambitious and at the same time quite simple. First of all, we would like to take full advantage of our local market. And even though our local market is small geographically, it has many opportunities, and we believe that we can grow our revenue up to 20 million euro simply from our local market. But this is not the important part. The important part is that our local market can help us build scalable model with partnerships, a scalable refurbishment operations, build further our platform, which can be the backbone and which can be the most important factor for our international expansion. In the beginning of next year, our plan is to start making first steps going international. The first market that we're going to penetrate is Greece. And Greece is a very interesting market because there are no such players like Swipe there, so they're fairly no competition. It's regionally very close to us, so the cost for logistics will be similar to what is in Bulgaria. And basically, we already signed a contract with the largest marketplace in Greece that will allow us to enter this market without any risk, learn the dynamics there, and then launch our platforms. After that, we're going to launch platforms in multiple markets in Central and Eastern Europe, such are Greece, Romania, Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovenia, and Poland. And we will start with just selling inventory, but later on we'll start acquiring as well from these markets. On top of that, with volume, with our business development, we will further build our refurbishment center, our platform, and we will get into the phase of our RaaS model, which is refurbishment as a service, which actually is going to be additional revenue streams based on our expertise and based on our knowledge. As a service model is our opportunity to be scalable globally, and this is a very interesting model because basically every single day we acquire new data in the business, and this business is very interesting and very deep in data because every process needs to be effective, efficient in order to everything to work smoothly. So we built our platform, and at some point we will have a platform that is so efficient that will analyze data dynamically, that will price the supply and the demand dynamically, that will actually manage the whole process from A to Z through refurbishment, will give an opportunity for repair shops to use it. And when we do so, we will have the opportunity to create this platform as a SaaS product and sell it to other companies globally that are entering this sector. So basically, we will not be constrained only by inventory or regional or regionality, having the refurbishment center in Bulgaria, and we can sell our software as a service. Also, the refurbishment center, with economies of scale, we will be able to offer a very good price point and actually very good service to other players. So other players can use our refurbishment center to refurbish their inventory. Imagine telecoms looking for refurbishment center for their brand new devices with warranty, or other players looking to refurbish their old smartphones, or even single players or users looking to repair their smartphones. So this is an opportunity also to start selling refurbishment as a separate service. So basically our plan is to use every single aspect of our business as a separate service and start selling it individually, and that is why we call refurbishment as a service. Basically, smartphones I perceive them as a commodity. the very same smartphone can be sold in the United States, can be sold in Europe, can be sold in Asia. But the very big problem in this sector is the supply of such devices or the inventory. By opening up our sustainable supply channels through partners, our own channels from Eastern Europe, we can access devices of around 100 million every year, and that is the greatest market opportunity out there. But we believe there is a huge potential. So when we have such a supply, we can sell throughout the world. So this is our plan, to go globally with the supply we can get from the region. But on top of that, as I mentioned on the RAS model, we can sell software, we can basically sell our expertise, and we can become scalable through our know-how and intellectual property. So there are many opportunities out there, but you must be aware that the market is huge. Basically, every single person has a smartphone in their pocket, and there's not much competition, and big players have no buyback programs. So it's a blue ocean, even though we're looking at regional presence. Working capital is very vital for our business. Basically, what we do is we acquire phones now, we refurbish them, and we resell them within 1 month. Our turnover cycle is less than 30 days, but around 30 days. So basically, we need working capital to acquire such devices. I believe we have already solved this problem, because we have different offers on the table right now, and the most important thing is that banks and financial institutions see this sector as a brand new to them, so it's like a new revenue stream to them and brand new users. So basically, they're looking to fund us, and you should be aware that over 50% of our sales go through leasing or go through a stock credit, and this was not available before, because when users were buying phones on classified networks or on social media, they didn't have this opportunity to buy it in installments. So right now, what we're doing with the largest bank in Bulgaria, DSK, and also doing it very soon with TBI Bank, is basically all the sales that go through them with stock credit, they will pay these sales in advance, so they will provide working capital to us. On top of that, we have negotiated with partners, telecoms, retailers, and web shops, that all the phones we acquire from their users will be paid from us to them within 40 days. So basically, this is enough working capital for us to acquire these devices, to refurbish them, and to resell them back. We closed 2022 with 600k euro revenue. We're planning to close 2023 with over 3 million euro revenue. In 2024, we're planning to start unlocking partners, to start going internationally in Greece and other markets. So our target is to reach and exceed 25 million euro annual revenue. The following year, when we have this confidence and expertise with partners and start unrolling our scalable partnership model, the revenue will continue to grow, and the company will continue to grow, exceeding 50 million euro annual revenue. So basically, we're planning to continue this rapid growth in this current year with partners and also with our own channels. The refurbished smartphone sector is very young in Central and Eastern Europe. Compared to the United States or to Western Europe, right now this sector in Central Europe, Eastern Europe is almost non-existent. The trends in this sector is that it should continue to grow at faster pace than new smartphones, and at some point new players will start joining, and big players as telecoms and retailers will start adopting buyback programs. When this stage happens, consolidation will take place. Many big players from Western Europe, from United States will start looking at our region in order to penetrate it. When this happens, it will be too late for you to enter this sector. Right now is a great opportunity to invest into one of the pioneering companies in this sector and to take advantage of this investment opportunity. So don't miss it out.